Welcome back to my channel, everybody. So today I'm preparing some seafood, some lobster, prawns and some saltfish, salted cod. So here we're prepping the lobster. We're cutting off his the legs, all 8 legs snipped. There we go. Now we're gonna just crack the ribs underneath. It's easier to get the meat from the shell when you crack the ribs. And obviously you have to cut down the back of the shell as well. So you can see that's being done here. There you go, look at that. Just use a knife, give it a slice, and any crap that you might find, just pull it out. There we go. Now they're just having a little bubble bath. Make sure there's no bits of broken shell or any dirt or grit inside the meat. Wouldn't be very nice to eat that. There we go, just making sure they're all clean. Yeah, they look good. They look good. They're actually a good size as well, those lobster tails. I think they're like 200 grams per one. Yeah, they're going to be tasty. That's it. Just pat them dry. There we go. Get rid of all that excess water. Now to season it, that's just a dry rub that I've created. Bit of garlic, some cayenne pepper, some other bits and some other bobs. There we go. Now we're prepping the saltfish. So the salted cod, I've boiled it 3 times to take out some of the salt. We want to leave some of it in, otherwise pointless eating saltfish if there's no salt. But it's not as salty as if, you know, if I didn't boil it and remove most of the salt. Bit of black pepper. In with the Scotch bonnets. Some spring onions or scallions. And that is a pimento pepper or a seasoning pepper. It's from Grenada. Very flavourful. Not spicy at all. Just pure flavour. Bit of thyme. There we go. Look at that. Nice and colourful. Lots of flavours in there. Now just give it a mix. Make sure it's all mixed together nicely. Now a little bit of flour. We're going to use a little bit of self-raising just to give it that little rise in the cooking, when it's cooking. Mix it round. Here we go. Now we're cooking. Nice and hot. You can see it sizzling. Look at that. Nice. That golden colour. That is what we're looking for. Nice and golden. Yeah. Now I don't really measure ingredients and I don't time them. I just judge it by looking at it, to be honest. If it looks enough, then it's enough. If it doesn't look golden enough, then it needs to cook some more. Now these are the jumbo prawns that I've bought, well, that I'm using today. I've cleaned them by slicing them. Now we're just seasoning them up. Now they're going to be good. They look good. We'll crack a couple of eggs. So these are going to be panko coated prawns. The egg mixture will help the breading to stick to the prawn. That's the panko breadcrumbs I'm using. They sell it in most supermarkets. Now we'll just dip the prawn in the egg, then into the breadcrumbs. There. Nice and hot. We're doing the breadcrumb test here. When it sizzles, it means that it's ready. And that is sizzling. Look. Look at that. Nice, nice. Ooh, golden brown. There we go. That's what we're looking for. They look done. So they're coming out one by one. Gently though, because we don't want to lose too much of the breadcrumbs. What we're making here. So we're making a tempura batter. This is for my lobster tails. So we've added some flour and some all-purpose flour and some corn flour, and we're seasoning it with some salt and some pepper. Give it a mix. Some sparkling spring water. There we go. That's important, and it has to be ice cold when making tempura batter. Here are my lobster tails. They were seasoned, and yeah, just chilling in the fridge, and now they're ready for cooking. So I'm just pulling the meat from the shell here so we can coat it in that lovely, lovely tempura batter into the fryer for a quick bubble bath. And that is the little platter that I've created with my panko prawns, my lobster in tempura batter, and my saltfish fritters. Now that looks good. Hey, there's me. Look. So I'm going to give it the taste test. That is the tempura battered lobster tail, which is seasoned. Panko breadcrumb prawn, which is crispy, nice and crunchy. And look at all the flavour in that saltfish fritter. You can see the flavour and the colour looks like how it should. Nice and golden. I wonder how it is. Let's give it a go. Oh, not before I squeeze some lemon on it. Nice. Okay. Oh, look, here's how it looks again. Now that looks pretty. It looks pretty. It looks colourful. It looks like it's going to be a feast. It looks delicious. Hopefully it tastes as good as it looks. Ooh, nice. Now the prawns were crunchy. You could taste the flavour, the garlic. You could taste the seasoning. It was beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I'll rate those prawns. I'll give it an 8. Give it an 8 because it could have probably done with a bit more salt. Saltfish fritter. Here we go. Yeah. That's good. You can see my face. I'm pointing to it. That means it's good. That got a 9. Solid 9. The flavours came through. The Scotch bonnet pepper came through. I kept the seeds in as well, so I was getting some heat. Now in for the tempura lobster. It's crispy. It's crunchy. You could hear the crisp. How the hell do I get into this now? Okay, so we're going to try and remove the meat from the shell. There we go. Just prise it open. Ooh, crunchy. It's crunchy on the outside and it's soft and juicy on the inside. You can taste the flavours that I seasoned it with. Maybe a little bit more salt in the tempura batter. And for that reason, I'll give that lobster tail an 8. It was juicy, crispy, flavourful, and just delicious. Yeah, undoubtedly delicious. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.